Welcome to our new auditorium in our second season of new videos, and welcome to France, to Bussy Saint-Georges and to Texart. Here is our place. So today we want to present you the CD player Audia, but before, please follow us on our social networks. Your help following us will be very appreciated. Audia Flight is a company born in the early 80s from two students that in the thesis of their final thesis at university was based on the treatment of the audio signals and the amplification in transimpedance or in current feedback instead of voltage feedback, as usually is for everybody. Since then they built several electronics, several series, and this is basically the new, well, actually it's not so new, it already has some years, but had a lot of evolution. This is why I wanted to present it to you. This is the last one, is a CD player, not SACD, DAC, with a very performing DAC, and it's an interesting machine which is not so expensive for the performance delivered. The sound of the CD player is, as always for Audia, precise and defined, without but also warm. It's never aggressive, which is something that is typical and not so common. This capacity of transmitting emotion, but also being very straight and precise. Especially the bass are normally tight and but deep. So it's I would say it's a very interesting. It's one of my preferred in absolute CD players, and I think deserve to be even in a higher level of ranking and not in the entry level. But yeah, for Audia it was easy. The Series 3 is the entry level, so they made the CD player. For the FLS they made the SACD player, even if in terms of quality, yeah, there is a difference, also a big difference in price. So, but a CD player like this would be also good in the next level. We can see how the connection behind it is very complete. As I said, is a CD player which has okay, beside the power input, it has the trigger, so it can be driven by an external preamplifier, for example, or it can be master or slave, so it can be also master, turning it on, it turns on the other electronics. So here the input and output. The analog output, you can see here, there is a balanced and unbalanced connection. It is a real balance since the starting from the DAC itself. So and then you have here a digital output that, because of the quality of the DAC, I don't find it so interesting, but okay, unless you have very important DAC, I would remain with this one. And this is a 5-input DAC, so USB, SPD, SACD, and also optical. And the optical are very good. I think it would be good if you try. Now I think it's question of technology, of time, experience, I don't know, but the optical, I think, needs to be a little bit reconsidered, because it can give big surprises compared to the other one. So, and you don't need very expensive optical cable neither. I always use, for example, Van den Hoel. It costs about 80 euros, which is nothing compared to the price of any other digital cable. And yes, it may be interesting to see how much we have to spend on coax or SACD to have the same performances as the optical one. Okay, so given so, I open. Here we can see how is it inside. So we have a steaming unlimited mechanic, which is mounted rigidly on the chassis to really discharge all the vibrations coming from the motor, and it go directly to the DAC board, which is based on a ESS device. It's very important here to consider there has been done a very big effort on this conversion, because especially in terms to make DSS working at its best. The problem it's not a problem, because now it's even better than what it used to be. It born this CD player with AKM, and then because of the problem that AKM had, they had to switch to SS. But if we just drive the SS in the best possible way, the way the SS recommends, and not the way it can be done, because there are so many power input with very small differences in terms of voltage, 3.1, 3.2, 3.25, and if we respect for each amplitude the right voltage, then we are able to make it working very fine. Then there is some programming, there is a lot of things that make this very flexible and able to provide a sound that can be even better than the famous AKM. And I think this is the case. The job that Audia did is really amazing. It makes this sounding better than what used to be when it used to mount the AKM. So back to us, this is the DAC. This is the input port in which we can see the Amanero last generation card for the USB. And then here's this all the analog circuit. The circuit, you can see the modular transimpedance, typical of Audia, each one with regulation, and the output, it is a 4 transistor discrete output. Plus and the minus of the left channel, and the plus and the minus of the right channel, or vice versa. And other thing which is important, we can see there are 2 transformers. The one is for the digital, the other one for the analog, and the analog is a double transformer, so there's 2 secondary, 1 for each channel. So there is a full mono starting from the power supply, even if there is 2 secondary. So, but there are basically two different transformers, 2 different coils, 1 for each channel. And here is all the digital parts, so all the processor for the programming and the display, all digital stuff. That's it. Just have to listen to it. It's quite heavy. I think it's about 12 kilos. Thank you very much, and see you in our next videos. Goodbye.